Hey everybody, how you doing today? Welcome to another fun episode of Big Rose Big Bite. And as you can kind of see, here, let me try to adjust this a little bit. Give everybody a chance to take a look at all this stuff I got here. Um, okay, I think they got recorded.
I was talking to the cat. So
I know.
okay.
Oh, okay. So anyways, I got a lot of good stuff as you can see here. Quite a bit. I have, now this is all
One type.
one kind of food. It's a Chinese breakfast called dojang. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of different things here. So let me start with the main component, which is basically a soybean, sort of milk
It is.
that's in a bowl. It's hot. It looks like milk. It's not milk, but it looks like milk. It's basically the juice when they press the soybean. Like with any other kind of nut or thing like that, you have basically a milk, and there you go. They boil it, and you can flavor it with different things. This happens to be actually flavored with a little bit of a sweetener. And actually, I'm going to stir that up a little bit just to make sure it all got in there pretty good. Chopsticks, as usual. When in Rome, like I always say. So that's the main component, is the soybean milk. And then you have some other items, such as, and what is this one called again? The
Northern
tofu
pudding.
pudding. Now, it is tofu pudding. Okay, so it's actually made from tofu. Unlike most tofu that you might be used to in American, if you've eaten it in American stores, this actually tastes a lot better. But it's in a soup with all kinds of vegetables, pickled vegetables and things like that. It's a really thick soup. Again, it's breakfast, so it's a little different than what we're used to as Americans, but this is what they constantly have.
Chinese breakfast.
Here's another item. Let me kind of start up a little bit here.
That is salty.
Yes, this
Savory.
is the savory version of the soybean milk. Savory, that other one was sweet. This one's a little savory. We had to go pick it up at our local store and brought it back here, so it's kind of drying up on me a little bit. And then we have this monstrosity.
It's a cruller.
This is basically a donut. Basically, it's a Chinese donut. You see how long this is? Now, this is not sweetened, but it's still essentially the same thing. Here, in fact, let me break this apart. The way I make it is kind of interesting. If you ever get a chance, look on YouTube. And I forgot the name of this one again.
Youtiao.
Youtiao. Okay, so see it on the inside? It's like a donut. It's the same thing as a donut. You use it to dip and whatnot. They do have some that I guess are sweet. You can get sugar on it, but in most cases you just do it yourself. Now, of course, we have this item here, which is a steamed bun. And then
mushroom.
Is it filled with what?
Pork and mushroom.
Oh, pork and mushroom. It's filled with pork and mushroom. Then you have these little items, which is this is rice wrapped around one of these donuts, these UTLs.
Youtiao, not UTRs.
UTL. That's what I said.
Somebody said UTR.
No, don't make fun of my Americanized version of Chinese words that I don't know how to pronounce. And inside this one actually has what's called. I'm gonna say the actual name. Pork sung. Losong. It's also you can call it.
Jerky.
It's like jerky. It's like shredded pork jerky, like just real dry jerky, but it's very flavorful. So what they do is they take the donut, they wrap that inside the rice because there's rice on the outside. Let's take a look at that, and then around that section right there is what we call the pork floss, which is, like I said, just really shredded up jerky, pork jerky.
And pickles.
And the pickles, yeah. I want to forget. There's no pickled mustard greens in here, is there?
Should be.
I don't think so. You can also get them if there isn't any, you can get them with pickled mustard greens, which adds a nice little pop when you're eating it. Now on this particular plate, let me see if I can show this to you. These are the one of my personal favorites is the turnip cake. So what they do is they take turnips and they shred it real fine, and then they steam it into these little cakes, and they are tasty. Now, if you've ever worked with turnip before, it has sort of a funky smell to it. Not that bad, but it tastes a lot better than what it smells. But there is sort of a very earthy, very fragrant smell to it. But it tastes really great. And then we have my other favorite, which is the onion pancake. Now, it's not pancakes like you would think when you put syrup on it, but it kind of similar in concept. It's just a flattened cake with green onion in it, and it's made of gluten rice, right?
No. It's flour, oil, and onion.
Flour, oil, and onion.
Onion and some salt.
Well, green onion actually, and a little bit of salt. And this stuff is really good here. Let me get that up there. See, so if you look, it's just fried. Got little bits of green onion in it. And it's tasty. So, that's what I'm eating right now. And the reason I look like this is because this is breakfast. And I'm up way early. I had to take Milo to the dog park at 6 o'clock in the morning, which we've never done before. But he looked like he had a good old time. Unfortunately, we didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night either. We've got our little kitty cats here having some problems. They've been around each other so much, they're starting to get on each other's nerves. So, unfortunately, we get to hear it all night long. But in any case, so this is breakfast for me. I don't know what you're having for breakfast or lunch or dinner or whenever you're looking at it, whatever you're eating, but welcome to the show. Please don't forget to hit subscribe, share this video if you like the video, hit like, thumbs up, and comments. Love comments. If you can make a comment, I appreciate it. But yeah, definitely subscribe. Hit the little bell button that lets you know every time something comes up. So I have to kind of talk real quick about the video I put out last night. I kind of screwed up on. Not very tech savvy. So if you saw it and then all of a sudden it sort of disappeared, that's because I deleted it by accident. Again, I'm still not very tech savvy. So as I'm sitting there trying to figure out how to upload to the YouTube, when it was all said and done this morning when I woke up, because it takes a while for it to upload, it's like 20 minutes or something, and I passed out last night. So when I woke up this morning, I looked at it and I saw that there was 2 versions of the same video that looked like it was loaded onto YouTube. One of them showed it had so many views on it, the other one didn't. So I deleted the one that didn't. Unfortunately, the one I deleted was the one that was on there. I don't know. I'm pretty dumb that way. So I apologize for those of you that saw it and it disappeared. I did reload it back on there, so it is back on there. Please take a look at it if you can. Greatly appreciate it. But I apologize for the confusion, because it did cause some confusion. I'm trying to learn how to do this. You know, they'll say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, so I'm trying. Anyway, so thank you for your patience. I appreciate it. Let's get to chewing.
You're right, there's no pickles there.
Yeah, there's no pickles in it. That's okay, though. You can get them this way. This is, like I said, that's just traditional Chinese breakfast.
One of them.
There's different kinds, but this is probably one that whenever we go to a restaurant, we get the most. I don't think there's actually anything missing from this that we normally get, is there? They got a whole list. They got like just this whole menu of it. So, evidently, one of my cats has found a place to hide his head. She's not doing really good. She's kind of irritated right now. Yeah. Anyway, what can you do? I have to deal with that later. So where do I start? Oh, one of the things I like to do, and this is, I don't know, this is probably just more the American side of me, but I like taking this, dipping it in the milk. Mmm. Oh, it's so good. Oh my god. There's something about the sweet milk, which is hot, and it's just being sucked in by this UTL. It's really fantastic, and it soaks it up and it gets in there pretty good because you can see there's a lot of space for that milk to get into. I'm gonna say something that's sort of sacrilegious here, but I wonder if I could put cereal in this,
Yes, you can.
like some Lucky Charms or something.
You can.
Well, it is. It's
It's a nut milk. Like,
yeah, it's a nut milk.
plant-based milk.
Yeah, not animal milk, but it's a nut milk. It's plant based. Mm. Let me move on to something else here. Maybe a bigger workstation. All right, let me break open this steam bun for you guys. So now it's amazing. These are one of my favorite things to eat, no matter what.
Depends on the filling.
Because they come with all kinds of fillings. They're just, you can just put anything in these things. So I'll let you take a look at that. Let's check that out. Now it's filled with
Pork and mushroom.
yeah, pork and mushroom. And they have different kinds. They have ones that have like barbecue pork in it.
Chicken.
Chicken bao is one of my personal favorites. That's the one it's got chicken, bits of chicken, egg, and vegetable hard-boiled egg.
And spare ribs.
Oh, it does have spare ribs in it. Yeah, little pieces of spare ribs. See, so you can put anything in this. This is really cool.
The sweet ones have custard,
Mm-hmm.
red bean.
And it's not all savory. They do have sweet ones. Sweet red beans, mung bean, custard, stuff like that. But these are amazing. These are like you can take these on the go. Like you can get these anywhere. I think most Chinese places.
And Vietnamese.
And Vietnamese. Actually, there's all kind of countries actually make their own versions of these. But I have to admit, I like the Chinese one better because they steam it. So when you go to the restaurant and you see all the big steaming trays full of these things, oh, they're so good. Mmm.
That's a good one, huh?
It's the mushroom. It's the mushroom that makes it. It really is. Mushrooms are the best. That's one of the top favorite vegetables out there, I think. And it can go good on anything, but it's really good in here. All right, so I'm gonna move this out of the way.
We haven't had this in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've had this. We haven't actually. God, when was the last time we had this? It's been about 3 to 4 months now.
More.
Probably longer than that. It's interesting. They another one of the breakfasts they do is dim sum. It's not really breakfast. It's more like a
Brunch.
yeah, like a brunch, And we're gonna have to do that one of these days. Where we go into a dim sum restaurant, and I gotta get approvals and all that. But go to a dim sum restaurant so you can see how that works. And that's pretty cool too. So this is the Northern Chinese tofu pudding. What's the actual? I'm testing my wife's knowledge here. She's drawing a blank.
Huh?
You're drawing a blank?
No,
I don't really know, but
eating.
oh,
Dao Wei.
Dao Wei,
Yeah.
Dao Wei,
Or tofu hua.
Tofu Hua.
Yeah, but that's savory. So.
It's just
I
savory.
don't know. I only know the sweet one.
Okay. Well, oh man, there's nothing really pungent about it at all. It's all mild smells, mild stuff in here. Let's take a little taste.
This is a nice soup.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is the kind of soup you eat when it's cold outside, or maybe you even have a cold yourself. So it's got little bits of carrot, some what else we got here? Tofu,
A lot of veggies.
a lot of veggies,
Green onions.
and I don't want to say seaweed, but
It probably is.
it is seaweed. A little bits of seaweed in here. And seaweed is actually, they found out that it's very healthy for you. So this is the kind of soup you want to have when you're sick. I mean, one of them many, but this one's...
Or a cold morning for breakfast.
Hmm. Oh yeah, I see what you can taste. A sort of an oceany flavor to it. It's got cilantro in it. Oh, I can taste that cilantro. This is really good stuff. This is good stuff. Very mild, nothing strong about it. Good on your throat if you got a sore throat, so I'd say that. Alright, let me move on to this other wonderful dish here, which is starting to get really cold on me. Nothing worse than cold food, especially when it's breakfast. It should be hot. Unless it's cereal, and then of course, obviously you don't want hot cereal. Fruit Loops doesn't taste good when it's hot. So here we go. We got this one. Now this one is the savory dojo. So it's the milk one is the sweet version. This is the savory one.
It's kind of coagulated, and it has a cruller in it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, so they already chopped up the UTI on it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can taste it. So I guess what the restaurant does is, the way they do it, is they chop up one of these, chop it up in little pieces, and they put it in there, and it helps to soak up some of the liquid, and it kind of,
it's a thicker porridge.
it's thick, it's real thick, but it's tasty though, because you got the green onion, you got that bread soaking it up. That's some hearty stuff right there. That's real hearty. Like when you're hungry, a bowl of this will just set you right.
They normally come in bigger bowls than what you're using.
And again, Chinese soup spoon. You gotta invest in these. These are awesome. I mean, they hold so much more in the little well than an American spoon. And I'm all about eating as much as you can in each bite. It's all about the big bite, in my opinion. It's almost got like a kind of like a pudding texture to it.
Right.
Yeah, a little bit of a pudding texture to it.
I believe they put an enzyme in there to thicken it up.
Oh, but this tastes so comforting, I guess is the word. Real comforting. Actually, I think I'm going to finish this one up right now. So yeah, I can't believe I screwed that up this morning. I sit there and I can't believe I deleted that. But to my own defense, I honestly thought the one I deleted was the one that was just an extra one that somehow got downloaded. I don't know. I don't know the technology on it, but there was a duplicate. And it just so happened. I know what, I bet you if I actually deleted the other one that showed the count of how many people viewed it, that probably would have had the same problem. That's what I'm guessing. I'm thinking maybe it would have. I don't know. Oh, this is delicious. So we got, this is early morning. It's not a good time for everybody now, is it?
They're not awake yet.
No. Our cats are not awake. Dog's not awake. I'm not awake. I'm eating early. I don't know why.
Because you have to go to work.
No, yeah. I have to do this whole thing called work. It's annoying. If I could eat all day and get paid for it, that would be the dream job of a lifetime.
No.
Actually, I don't know, because honestly, if I could You can get paid, I'll probably get tired of eating. I used to be a cook a long time ago, and that was annoying. I couldn't stand it. It was too fast paced. It was just too much. I could not handle it. And I really couldn't handle somebody sitting in the back saying they didn't like it. That was annoying. So I finished that one up. Oh, man. I could have done a lot more of that one. That one's really good. Let's go ahead and finish up this steam bun here.
Oh, do you want some of the dumpling sauce for your turnip?
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, so if you saw the last video, I had the special sauce to use for the dumplings, the gyozas. We still have some of that, and the genius I'm married to said, "Would you like some of that for your turnip cake?" Hell yeah! Like I said, I could put that on anything. That sauce is so good. Should jar it and sell it. Bet you make a lot of money on it. Alright, so I ended up fixing that, and I kind of figured out what I did wrong, so hopefully I won't have that problem anymore. Oh, thank you. Awesome. Now, this is awesome sauce. That's what we should call it, awesome sauce.
Doesn't sound very Asian.
I know it doesn't sound Asian, but you know, I'm being rude. I'm using my fingers instead of my chopsticks.
You can use your fingers, you're home.
I can, but not if I can use my fingers, but not if I'm gonna dip into the sauce, into the awesome sauce, or the awesomeness that is the sauce. Isn't this a cute little cup? Look at that. That's pretty cool.
Garage sale.
You got it at a garage sale?
My mother did.
Oh, your mom did. That's a good buy, though.
Just bought a stack of them. I think they were for shrimp cocktail.
Oh my God, it's even better the next day. Holy crap. If you ever make your way to LA, gotta let me know. Because we're going to hook you up with some of this. This is the bomb diggity. Oh, and the heat's coming through a little bit more than it did yesterday. Oh my God. I can't hang. It's just too good. You know what? Let's do this. Let's try this. This is new. This is first. I've never done this before.
Oh my God.
The onion pancake with this. Literally could eat anything with this. It's called Amanda's Awesome Sauce. Oh, man. Top notch. Top and notch. Alright. Oh, that heat's coming through, though. Serranos are no joke. And yes, I've eaten whole Serranos before. That's like my highest level of heat. I can't really go beyond that. I could do a habanero, but that's got to be mixed in the food. I can't eat that. I'll just die. My head will just explode. I remember the first time Amanda introduced me to Dojon. I was amazed. This was completely new to me. It was fantastic. So we're going to this. Actually, I think it was the same restaurant we got this one at.
Yes.
Yes. Young Ho City, in San Gabriel.
Young Ha.
Except Young Ha. Not Young Ho. That was the wrong word. My bad. Young Ha. In San Gabriel. I was amazed. Huh?
And roast meat.
Oh, that is roast meat, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh.
It's just the town next door.
Yeah, well, it's next door to St. Gabriel. Good enough. Good enough for me. I was just blown away by just the simplicity and yet the depth of the amount of stuff that they eat for breakfast, or what they call breakfast. Most of this is savory to me. So, I mean, most of this would be like eating it for lunch or dinner or something. But for them, it's breakfast because they don't have a separate breakfast thing. Like we have, most people don't eat eggs and bacon for dinner. But for them, it's basically, this is all the savoriness of this, the saltiness of it, stuff that we would consider to be not breakfasty material. To them, it is. And I find it fascinating. I absolutely find it fascinating. Oh my God. The sweetness that comes with the sugar that you put in here. Nice cold milk. Well, it's not really cold. It's cold now. It wasn't cold earlier. But it's still so good. Oh my God. You gotta get some of this. You gotta try it at least once in your life. Oh. Just like eating cereal, eh? Same thing. I'm gonna break off another one here. So yeah, just dip it in here. You don't have to let it set too long. And you get crumbles in the milk, it's all good. You still eat it. It's all good. Gotta see what time it is. Can't stay too long today. Making good time. Making good time. Okay, I could eat that all day, but let me move on to a little bit more of this. I really haven't gotten too much into this.
Those are one of your favorites.
One of my favorites. Now they do a sweet one of this.
It's right there.
Oh.
You got half of each.
Oh, you gave me half of each. Oh, you're amazing. Okay, so here's a sweet one. Awesome. So that other one was savory. Like I said, it had the pork floss in it. Again, this one, essentially the same thing, but without the dried meat in it. And this one has a little bit of sugar.
Sprinkled inside.
Yeah, but it is. It's all on the inside. Inside is like I said, it's rice wrapped around that. All right,
And
so
sugar.
and some sugar in it. Not that I need sugar, because I am sweet enough as is, but a little extra never hurt anybody.
You're more salty than sweet.
I am sweet, not salty.
Yeah.
I am the sweetest man on the planet.
Do you agree?
Huh?
The 3 dogs don't agree.
My dogs don't agree because I'm eating food and not sharing with them. So evidently, I'm the bad guy. You know, the only other thing they do here is they take the whole roll and they roll it up in plastic.
Like a sushi.
Yeah, kind of like sushi, same thing. So you have to unwrap it, and what you find out is that you have, it's a sticky rice, very sticky, which like sushi, right? Same thing. But you see how it holds together. That is all rice wrapped around this thing. So you see how it holds. But yeah, it's got a little bit of sweetness to it. And this is also good for dipping here into your milk.
It makes it fall apart. So
It does make it fall apart. So you kind of take the good with the bad at this point. But I really don't know how you can make this any better.
I think peanuts. Or peanut powders.
Oh, peanut powder. Yeah, you could do peanuts. You know what? Peanuts or
Sesames.
sesame. Sesame is always good. It's one of my favorite flavorings to a dish is sesame oil. That makes everything so tasty. If you get a chance, check that out in your local market. They carry them usually in the
A little goes a long way. Asian.
Asian or international foods aisle. You'll find sesame oil. A little dab will do you. It is the most wonderful flavoring for any kind of food you're making.
I don't see it on beef stew there.
I'll put it on beef stew.
You put anything on anything.
I'll put everything on everything.
At this point, you're just eating the sauce.
I'll eat the sauce by itself. I'll just pour it on a spoon and eat that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, this is fantastic. Now this is sweet. Again, it's got sugar in it. Or you can get it savory, right? We can do a savory style. It's really your preference what you like. I used to do it sweet when I first started eating this. Pour some sugar in here and get this, and then I started changing my palate a little bit. I was getting kind of tired of eating it sweet all the time, so I started getting it savory.
No, you just got more brave.
I did get more brave because I wasn't used to it. It was completely different. It looked odd to me, but you take a risk, you take a chance to try something new in life. You find out you like it, and if you don't, then you can just write it off that you tried it. But this is fantastic. This is good stuff. I'll finish this off here. Probably get some more of that turnip cake with that awesome sauce. And I am going to call it awesome sauce. I don't care what anybody says. I call it awesome sauce because it's a sauce. And it's awesome. You would think with rice and bready components together would be really dry, but it's not. And because the sugar kind of sort of melts a little bit and gives it sort of a.
But that's what the soy milk is for. Wash it all down.
Yeah, but bottom line, that's why I got this. And they also do sell this by the bottle full too. You can always get it if you go to these kind of restaurants. And these are these little mom and pop restaurants.
No, not a bottle full.
Yeah, they do sell in the bottle.
No, that's the market. The market sells a plain soy milk.
Yeah, but I know. Oh, okay, not a bottle, maybe a cup or whatever, but
a
tub of it. So you can always get it and bring it home. You don't have to eat at the restaurant. Most of the time, they'll sell it to you to take home. Kind of like what we did. Oh my God, this is good.